project? Josh?
I'll just briefly.
Use the force.
I have, the cord seems to be missing. Although, yeah, I know there's Mine's gonna be the same. Okay, so this next time, something's not working. Let me try. So next time we're here, we can carry on from what Sean's chat, what do you call it, the chat hack, and we can hack a DAO approach that would allow us to empower the self-preneur we talked about before, the 12 to 18-year-olds before in middle to high school. How do we get them involved in having a voice in their own education? And so the Thrive Lab, as I started to share this morning, would answer a lot of the challenges that we have in Nevada about lack of thriving humans. And what the DAO, and we're calling it a Thrive Institute that we'd be forming, with the DAO as a governance system for it, would be how do we get all of the social services and the school system to be integrated, working together, a continuum of birth to death learning, with a shared vision for integrating technology, the Web3, the blockchain, the AI, the VR, all of these scary technologies. What we can do is be a hub for solving those hard problems and creating a system that empowers youth and all adults. So our future Thrive ecosystem empowers both the communities and the youth. And then this was just a way that we want to support educators. For example, Michael de Blasi is the lone educator at TMCC working on advanced, what do you call it? Advanced manufacturing. And man, we did a tour with Thomas earlier this week. $2 million setups for advanced manufacturing with the robots walking around and moving things around. I mean, you don't even need a human in there except to repair the machines. So it's fascinating. It's a lot of skill sets that we have to get our kids prepared for. And I'm particularly excited to have Thomas here because in our vision of how we're going to do this, the youth have their own learning plan. They have their own portfolio. And guess what? That's a learning wallet on blockchain with their unique identifier and certified credentials to their lifelong portfolio of projects, competencies, and career credentials. They will have their own coach team of parents, peers, mentors, subject experts for their project. They will team up with other youth, so you get positive socialization instead of bullying. They're all working towards a common goal of building their portfolio and their personal and professional development. And they will do these projects that might be semi-structured simulations for learning how to fix a robot at Tesla. Games, simulations, real world challenges. We might have Elon Musk come up with one of his challenges to solve one of the difficult problems at SpaceX or the Boring Company or Tesla. And the kids can win real money. They can also do work-based learning, internships, apprenticeships. They can do business launching. So when they come up, like I know, I worked with a high school, a sophomore, who already is creating music and putting on Spotify. He's already independently wealthy. Then he created an NFT program to generate NFTs, which he's now making money off of as well. So our kids are never too young to work as digital environment creators, and we want to unleash it. And the way, back to Thomas's works with Centicon, which is a digital twin designer developer. So we have Thrive Lab, I talked about this morning at the Audi district. We're designing out a space in there next to the generator. that would then have a virtual digital double, which you can't see here, but called the Thrive World Portal. In there is where all the kids are doing their learning plans and their collaborations with each other and with their coaches anywhere in the world. So it is not limited to if you can show up at a school and have a piece of equipment for your career training in a high school. No, you come to the Thrive Lab, which will have a lot of the advanced equipment for the kids to use, but you also can go online or go virtually in real time, work, and collaborate with them. So the idea is the network across Nevada. There are Thrive towns in the big cities of Reno, Vegas, and Elko. Then these green things are smaller Thrive labs that might be in a school, it might be in a library, it might be at the Discovery, right here. There's a space up there I've been talking to them about. But the Audi district would be the place where we would have a showcase of all the employers have like their particular job development pathways so that kids can explore through progressive projects what it means to work in that industry, real time. And we're calling it the Selfpreneur Game of Life, because let's be real. This might be a metaversal, what do you call it, simulation that we're living in, if we listen to the quantum physicists and others. So why not just say, hey, we're learning, this is a learning game for life. So let's play it together. And kids love that. They're ready to play the game. These are the
Thrive Lab prototype 1.0 facilities and design village.
Those were the labs that we had at our first prototype in Incline, and what we would do is put them inside this really cool 4,000 square foot space. And so what I need your guys' help next time is we're gonna have a little bit more detail behind this, and hopefully Thomas, well, I'm sure we will by then have a 3D walkthrough version of the Thrive Lab that you can see and walk through, and in fact, have all the tech connected. So if there's a video screen like this, and you're running a meeting in the virtual world, in the digital twin, you can push a button there, and it opens the screen here. So it's very, very cool things that are happening, and I'm grateful that Thomas and Michael are at that helm of designing this with us. That this is the 5 levels of mastery, and that students go through. As a middle school, they become novice and experienced. They're exploring their world and doing different projects of interest. By the 3, they're skilled, meaning they could enter a job at an entry level, or they could start a business. That's conducting an original project. Then they can, this is employees. Say at Tesla right now, Michael takes people who are already employees and then ups their skill set through advanced training. And we have virtual VR programs to do this. And then mastery is you are ready to teach everyone else, and you're ready to transform your organization because you're a master of it. And then this is the integral whole person learning aspect of what the Selfpreneur is doing. They're becoming emotionally sophisticated community builders, team workers, making their community better in some way. Designer innovator, those are our entrepreneurs, our design thinkers. We have our scientists and our scholars, who are the computer math and systems gurus. They do all the business planning and financial planning, but these guys, the maker movers, are making it happen. So they're taking a plan and making it real. This happens at every individual's level and the collective of the school or the community. Mover, maker, build a better community. Our first kids are, and then the integral is everyone becomes a self-developer of themselves. They own their plan, they manage their plan, and they grow. They need less and less adult intervention as they become increasingly independent and self-directed, which we know humans really are. This is the plan for phase 3. We're going to start with the Thrive DAO as a public and private membership. So we're looking at universities, TMCC, the governor's office, the Washoe County office, the Economic Development Agency, who I'm meeting with on Monday, and then businesses like Tesla and Ridgeline and any of the manufacturing, construction, all the sectors of society that we need and who need employees. We include them in the DAO. And then we're gonna have a design team of young people, and I'm hoping Hunter will be at the helm of this, because in the Audi district, we can have it for the next few months, a design team of middle school, high school, college, graduated, team of designers to build out the Thrive Lab, as well as the World Portal that operates the whole thing. And so by April, December of this year, we want to have some of these labs, kids already doing the self-printer program and earning credentials, and Washoe County accepting those credentials in their diploma. And then finally expand it out to the rest of the state. But you know what? After we get the whole state of Nevada, then we can expand beyond that. So, any questions about the master plan, and are you excited to maybe help us develop it out next time we have it?
Yes.
Thank you. No questions? All right. I also have my Tesla here if anybody wants to use my Tesla. Do you?
I saw an interesting video. This lady drives a Tesla.